Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing good. I'm filming this in the middle of the night, so I'm kind of pretty tired, but I'm too much of a night owl. That, and I'm also used to waking up in the middle of the night often to take care of my baby, and sometimes it just gets hard to fall back to sleep again. And the nighttime is also the only time I get me time. It's not the best time of the day, but you know what, you do what you need to keep you sane or partially insane. So right now I'm taking some time to finish up creating my planner. I've always had a planner, but recently I've discovered bullet planning or journaling, and I'm starting 2019 with a bullet planner. I've decided to document and film my journey with it each month. And I'm hoping to commit to this and eventually look back at the end of the year and see how I've progressed. So I've chosen this pink blush bullet journaling book from Mint Studio. And I mainly chose it because I love this light pink color with this beautiful gold foiling lettering in the front. And I'll post a link below where I got it from in case anybody's interested. Now, so I tend to do a lot of doodling and drawing, and I was really hoping the pages of this book would, withstand things like heavier things like ink and marker and watercolors. But unfortunately, it does bleed through if you use too much ink or colors. I found that the hard way when I use some of my calligraphy pens to write, and it showed up on the pages under it. Okay, so I'll be sticking to lighter writing tools for this bullet planner, like gel pen, pencils, or colored pencils. I also have to apologize ahead of time as you watch this video because my camera kept dying on me several times for some unknown reason. I filmed some of the pages that I created earlier, and as I was drawing, the camera kept dying, and I didn't know about it until I was done with the page, and I looked and realized that it had died the whole time I was creating my page. So I have a feeling that it's probably gonna die a few times. I'm gonna try to check as I film, but I have a feeling it's gonna happen. So it's just the inevitable because I'm not exactly technologically literate or good with technology that well. Also, I'm trying to find the best way to point the camera where you can see everything I draw and write. So forgive me if you aren't able to see everything as well as you would like. Hopefully, eventually I'll be able to angle it in a way that it can be viewed better. Okay, so enough with my talking, blabbering. Let's get to planning. Now this is my opening page to the start of January 2019. I'm currently using this black gel pen here from Bic. I think it's like gelocity version to kind of finish my pages with when I create my planner layout. Now before that I use a pencil to sketch everything before going in with to finish with a gel pen. This is the sketch pencil that I use. It's from Faber-Castell, a number 4B. It's a really old pencil that I purchased from years and years ago when I was still in college for an art class. I'm not sure you can purchase it, but if anybody is interested, I could find where you can buy it and post a link below. I'm also using this 6-inch ruler here, and then I'm also using this white eraser as well. And then I'll finish everything off with a gel pen. And so I decided to start off my bullet journal for 2019 with this quote that resonated with me. She designed a life she loved. And I wanted this year to really be a reminder to myself that, you know, you create your own happiness and you can make whatever your, you know, your dreams, your hopes or goals come to life. It's up to you. Also, that, you know, don't wait for others to give you, you know, what you hope for, what you want. I really just wanted to stop putting some plans and things on hold. I think it's something that resonates. I think should resonate with a lot of people as well. I think we put too many things on hold for whatever reason, for this or that, like eating healthier, exercising more. And a lot of the time we make New Year's resolution and then they end up just kind of like kind of fading away or end up like failing like the first month or half the year. So I want to really commit to things. So another thing is, on this page you can see my sort of my theme. I really love florals and flowers. My favorite flower is the peony flower, so I decided to start 2019 with that, and I'm planning on having this peony theme all throughout January. I just place peony in various places, like this centerpiece here and this decorative sort of piece on the January title sign head. There's also a butterfly here to add more life and movement. Now there's already like a lot going on here, so I didn't want to add any more color to it as of now, mainly because the colors I would like to use most likely would bleed through the pages. So I'll just keep this like simple one color black gel pen that I've been using, and I think for the most part it looks good enough. So like I'll just keep it this way for now. Now also I wanted to mention that if you are interested in drawing these peony flowers or these little like 4-petal flowers, even the butterfly flowers, watch until the end of the video. I'll show you some pointers on how you can draw them if you want to like create your own bullet journal or just draw the, you know, the images yourself. And then on top of the planner here I have like a little overview of the monthly calendar, just to give me a good visuals for the start of the month. Another thing I did want to mention is that I still have some unfinished parts of the planner that I'm fixing, so I won't be showing you everything. I'm going to start with completing mainly the first 2 weeks of my weekly planner layout for now, and then I'll continue filling in completing the rest of the planner later on, or else this might be too long of a video and I don't want to be staying up late or too late. Okay, all right. that is all we have for now. And so I'll show you how to draw these peony flowers that I had drawn for my weekly planner layout here. And I'm also going to show you how to draw that butterfly as well. So first off, you want to just really start with a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just sketch out the circle, and you can really draw many different types of flowers just making a circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Just sketch lightly out the circle and then create your petals. And you can build your petals around this flower like the way I'm sketching out here. Peonies petals tend to have a lot of ruffles, so just create, if you're creating a peony, create lots of tiny little ruffles to make the petals. And I'm just drawing these tiny round dots in here as well to create this stamen of the flowers. And then you can make the peony as big or as a little as you want, just by however much petals that you decide to add onto the peonies. Now you can also, if you want to, take a look on online, like Pinterest or anything. If you have a particular peony that you might want to sketch out, you can always use it as kind of a guideline for you as well. But you know, at least for now you have sort of like a base you can start with. And I'm just creating like little lines to create texture for the peony here, and adding more petals to just make the peony more fuller and enlarged. Now, you can even draw a rose this way as well. Roses just have less ruffles in their petals, but this is also possible for drawing roses as well. They just are full of kind of a lot of petals that you can build on as well, similar to the peonies. So here I'm drawing a bud. Here's the circle again, and the bud of the peony doesn't really have a lot of petals. It's just basically the petals are just enclosed around the circle, so it's pretty simple to just draw sort of like this bud peony around it. Now I like to just add leaves around the flowers, and add leaves on each side of the flowers. And the leaves doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of like winging this right now, and just kind of like simple leaves. You can add little little extra lines just to give it some more texture. Now, one thing I like to do is sometimes I'd like to add just some extra fillers to the flower to give it some more depth and fill in kind of the gaps a little. I think this just makes it look nicer. Alright, so now you have the peony completed. And I'm just going to show you how to draw the tiny flowers. It's really easy. You just kind of make a small circle and then you draw out each petal. You make a small indentation in the center of each petal, and then you just finish it off with like 2 leaves on each side. Very simple. Next, I'm just going to show you how to draw a butterfly. I usually start with a small circle for the head. And then I will draw like a line for the body. And then you just want to mark the center here where the wings of the butterfly is going to meet. Usually I set it right below the head of the butterfly, and then you just draw out 2 large circles for each of the butterfly wings. That's where they will meet. Usually once I get the circle of the butterfly, then I can then outline the wings the way I want them to. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know. Once you create your butterfly wings at this point, you can then just decorate it, or you know, you can draw what kind of type of butterflies you want. This one, I'm just drawing a white cabbage butterflies. You can do a monarch or whatever butterfly you want once you're done. Alright, so this is how to draw the side view. The head, the body, and then the circle. You only do one side. And then once you get the circle, and you can then go ahead and trace out the butterfly wings. You want to make sure you get the second wing there to show up from behind that first one. And then make sure you always add your antenna on the butterfly as well. So there you go. You got the first and the second butterfly, the front view and the side view of it. All right. And there you go. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section.